bridge. I see the guys. All right, you're right down.
Some criminals think they can outrun the law, but speed comes with a price. Today, we're diving into high-speed police chases that took a deadly turn, where reckless suspects gambled with fate and lost everything. On December 19, 2023, officers in Arkansas found themselves in a high-speed pursuit they never saw coming. Mario Danell Paget wasn't just any fugitive, wanted for a series of serious felonies and linked to a drug task force investigation out of Memphis, Tennessee. His criminal history made him a dangerous target. Officers were informed of his whereabouts, but they had no idea just how far things would escalate. When they tried to pull him over, Paget didn't stop. Instead, he pushed his car to an insane 140 miles per hour, speeding through the streets like a maniac. The chase raged on for nearly 9 miles as officers tried to keep up with his reckless driving. The car slammed into the highway barriers, sending it flying off the road. The crash was brutal, and Paget's vehicle was completely totaled. When the officers approached the wreck, it was clear that Paget's reckless escape had come to a tragic end. The Charles County Sheriff's Office responded to a report of a woman being assaulted and a possible carjacking in the 11,900 block of Action Lane. The suspect was on the run, and officers began looking for him. As the pursuit intensified, the suspect fled the scene, heading towards the highway at high speeds. Officers were informed about the situation.
Southbound 205. Southbound 205, number 1 lane, speed to 75. 759, number 1 lane, traffic light, speed to 100. 759, passing Idlewood, speed to 102, number 2 lane, 0 traffic. On direct, still southbound 205. Southbound 205, someone try to get 6 at 5205. Number 2 lane, speed 116. No traffic. 759, number 1 lane, 1050, 1050, 1050, 1050. That accident, 1050.
The suspect lost control of the vehicle, which veered off the road and slammed head-on into an oncoming semi-truck. Troopers, now informed of the crash, found the wreckage on the highway. The suspect, unable to survive the violent impact, was found unresponsive inside the car. It started quietly at a gas station off the highway. An Arkansas state trooper pulled up behind a blue sedan for a routine traffic check. The driver, later identified as 32-year-old DeMarcus Clark, was calm until the trooper asked for paperwork. In an instant, Clark stomped the gas, tires screeched, and just like that, the chase was on.
It's just part of my job, man. He's taking off, pursuit.
Trooper Jacob Bird took the lead, locking in on the fleeing vehicle as it blazed down Interstate 40 East. Clark pushed the needle past 130 miles an hour, swerving recklessly through late-night traffic. Every mile raised the stakes and the danger.
Alright, I'm in the right lane, it's in the left lane. Is it Crown Vic?
Supposedly trying to assault an officer.
By mile marker 283, Bird made his move. With perfect precision, he executed a tactical vehicle intervention, spinning the sedan off the road. But just as the dust started to settle, a second trooper rushed onto the scene. Visibility was poor, and the trooper hit an already crashed car at high speed.
Alright, I just about rigged out. I see the guys. I see the guys. Alright, you rigged out.
When the dust cleared, silence took over the highway. DeMarcus Clark lay motionless. His run had ended in the very wreckage he created. The suspect had no idea this would be his final run. Behind the wheel of a Dodge Durango, stolen and tied to a deadly shooting, he thought he could escape. But as the Forest Park police spotted him leaving the gas station, the chase began. He floored the gas pedal.
We're going to be going about 100 miles per hour northbound on Highway 42. Stand by for the cross street. He's opposite side of the road. He's going to be northbound in the southbound lanes of travel. Highway 42 at Conley Road. Traffic flow medium. He's back on the other side of traffic now. Almost lost it. That coming past some cars, I'm about to try to get them off the road after I get past these cars. Copy that.
Reaching 90 miles per hour, swerving across lanes like a man desperate to outrun fate.
He's going to be going on the opposite lane of travel again. Correction, he's staying on the correct lane of travel. On the lane number 3, speeds about 90. Opposite side of traffic right now, going northbound in the southbound lanes. He's slowing down, he's stopping. He's gonna be crossing back over, going southbound on standby. I believe he's gonna be coming towards Thurman and Grant. Sheriff 1, make that left. Copy that. Copy that. Northbound on Jonesboro Road, approaching Browns Mill Road. Approaching Browns Mill Road. Copy that. Bat 6 GSP is lead on the pursuit. We're going to be Jonesboro Road, northbound passing Cleveland Avenue. Speeds about 90 miles per hour, lane number 2, medium traffic.
Then, near Cleveland Avenue, the inevitable happened. The suspect lost control. The Durango careened off the road, crashing into a utility pole before spinning off into the woods.
Stand by. Hands! I'm over 6. This way. Hey, go that way. Hands! You got a shield? Yeah.
As officers closed in, the driver's head slumped, his body still. The door opened, and with no movement, the suspect's fate was sealed. What had started as a high-speed escape ended in silence, the man's life slipping away right there in the wreckage.
I got some. Let me go grab some. Hey, come by.
Just after midnight on August 1st, 2021, Savannah police tried stopping a black Ford F-150 on West 31st Street. The driver, 31-year-old Vanquan Scott, was a wanted felon, but instead of pulling over, he hit the gas and took off. Officers called in backup from Georgia State Patrol as Scott sped east through city streets, blowing through stop signs and red lights. Troopers from the Nighthawk South unit moved in to help. One trooper caught up to the chase on Interstate 16 near mile marker 163 and took the lead.
10-4-168, all units, 10-3, 10-33.
Is that you coming up behind me, Zach?
Yeah, I just passed the 162 exit. Kill one's right behind you, I'm right here.
Alright, buddy, go ahead. Kill one.
This thing was with you on attack?
What are you doing?
Black pickup truck, I thought that was him.
No, it's the one I'm chasing up here. I'm coming up the Dean Park Road, Rincon.
Mike, I'm coming up right to you.
Alright, we're coming up to Dean Park. Coming up to a car.
10-4.
He's blocking the pit, Rincon.
10-4. I'm right behind you.
Pit, Rincon, pit.
Good? You good?
Officers rushed in and called for EMS. Vanquan Scott was taken to the hospital, but later died from his injuries.
No breathing, faint pulse, looks like a broken neck.
It's 3:09 a.m. on February 1st, 2025. The moon casts an eerie glow over the empty streets of Maricopa, Arizona. Officer Michael Ewald is on patrol when the peace is shattered by the roar of an engine. A Kawasaki sport bike driven by 29-year-old Demetrius Caddis. The bike is swerving dangerously, weaving across lanes at 80 miles per hour in a 35 miles per hour zone. This is no ordinary night. Ewald's siren pierces the silence, the red and blue lights reflecting off the asphalt, but Caddis doesn't even flinch. The bike hits 90 miles per hour, then 100 miles per hour. The streets blur into streaks of light as Caddis flies down the road like a man possessed. Ewald is right behind him, a witness to the chaos unfolding in front of him.
90 miles an hour, ran a red light, and almost got hit. Let Chin know he's headed their way. And he's crashed. He crashed out at right before Hathaway, or excuse me, right before Altera North. Call paramedics, he's down. He's not responsive. No breathing, faint pulse, looks like a broken neck. He was driving horribly even just to start.
He said the same thing.
Yeah, he almost...
On May 31st, 2021, an Onalaska police officer spotted a motorcycle speeding southbound. The 33-year-old rider wasn't just fast, he was reckless. At one point, he even entered the northbound lane to cut through a parking lot, then popped back out onto another street. The officer pulled alongside him, rolled down his window, and told him to stop. For a moment, it looked like he might. The rider slowed at a curve, maybe thinking about pulling over, but once he cleared the bend, he twisted the throttle and launched forward. The officer briefly gave chase. But within seconds, realized the motorcycle had already hit near 100 miles per hour. He made the call to disengage, knowing how dangerous a high-speed pursuit on city streets could be. As he radioed the situation in, the officer saw it happen. The motorcycle smashed into the back of a car that had been waiting to turn left.
305 location.
Look south and donkey. He's not moving.
The impact was violent. The rider was thrown from the bike, landing hard on the pavement. There was no time to react. First responders rushed to the scene. The rider was transported to the hospital, but the damage had already been done.
305, I got Tri-State right behind me. He is not moving.
A stolen Beetle, a midnight dash, and a driver who thought he could outrun fate. It started with a petty crime, just another shoplifting call. Lubbock police were called to a report of shoplifting at a Walmart near South Loop and Quaker. When they arrived, the suspect had already fled in a blue Volkswagen Beetle, a car that had been reported stolen just one day earlier from Boston Creek Apartments on 44th Street. An officer spotted the Beetle, lit it up, and tried to pull it over, but the driver wasn't stopping.
2244, yes, an info. Vehicles being 1099.
Yeah, we're going to watch.
10-4 in pursuit.
Yep.
1033 traffic, dispatch 211 4215 something. Keep them. 10.
As the chase reached its peak, the Volkswagen lost control. The driver veered off the road, the car rolling violently across the pavement. Dust kicked up, the twisted wreckage scattering across the area. In that split second, the driver was ejected from the car, the brutal impact leaving no chance for survival. On January 5th, a routine traffic stop turned into a deadly high-speed chase for 17-year-old Nichelle Hill. What began as a stolen vehicle investigation quickly ended in tragedy. Today we're looking at the dash cam footage from that chase, which left a young life lost and a community shaken.